Traveling Wilburys, were a British-American supergroup consisting of Bob Dylan, George Harrison, Jeff Lynne, Roy Orbison, and Tom Petty. The band recorded 2 albums, the first in 1988 and the second in 1990, though Orbison died before the second was recorded. The project's work received much anticipation given the diverse nature of the singer-songwriters. Debut album Traveling Wilburys Volume 1 proved an enduring critical success, in 1989 and 1990 winning accolades such as a Grammy for Best Raw Performance by a Duo or Group. History: 1988-1990, George Harrison first mentioned the Traveling Wilburys during a radio interview with Bob Coburn on the Rockline radio station in February 1988. When asked what he planned to do as a follow-up for his Cloud 9 album, Harrison replied, "What I'd really like to do next is to do an album with me and some of my mates, a few tunes, you know. Maybe the Traveling Wilburys. It's this new group I got, it's called the Traveling Wilburys. I'd like to do an album with them and later we can all do our own albums again." One Wilbury was a slang term first used by Harrison during the recording of Cloud 9 with Jeff Lynne. Referring to recording errors created by some faulty equipment, Harrison jokingly remarked to Lynne, "We'll bury 'em in the mix." 2-3 thereafter, they used the term for any small error in performance, and the term was used again when the group were together. Harrison suggested the Trembling Wilburys as the group's name. Instead, Lynne suggested Traveling, with which the group agreed. Video footage of the creative process was partly shot by British photographer N.J. Latham and later edited by George Harrison. 2. Starting with a meal shared by Harrison, Lynne and Roy Orbison, the group came together at Bob Dylan's home studio in Malibu, California. Clarification needed to record an additional track as a B-side for the single release of Harrison's This Is Love. Tom Petty's involvement came by chance, as Harrison had left his guitar at Petty's house, and the invitation for Petty to join the session was made when Harrison went to retrieve it. For the record label, however, decided that the song that resulted, Handle With Care, was too good to be released as a single filler. The members enjoyed working together so much that they decided to create a full album together, Traveling Wilburys Volume 1. Written by all 5 men, it was recorded over a 10-day period in May 1988, and released on October 18. The album was recorded in the house and garden of Eurythmics member Dave Stewart. 5. The Wilburys joke was extended further, with the band members credited under various pseudonyms and pretending to be half-brothers sons of a fictional Charles Truscott Wilbury, SR6. The album was a critical and commercial success, spawning several successful singles and eventually reaching triple platinum sales status in the US. The album was nominated for several awards and won the Grammy Award for Best Raw Performance by a Duo or Group in 1989. Liner notes on the album cover were written by Michael Palin under a pseudonym. On the second album they were written by Eric Idle under a pseudonym. Roy Orbison died of a heart attack on December 6, 1988. In tribute to Orbison, the music video for End of the Line shows Orbison's guitar rocking in a chair as the rest of the group play, followed by a brief shot focusing on a framed picture of him. Despite Orbison's death, the remaining group members recorded a second and final studio album, which they intentionally misnumbered Traveling Wilburys Volume 3. It was released on October 30, 1990, and met with less success than the previous one. In the booklet contained in the 2007 box set, the album title is credited to George being George. 7. Apparently Harrison was making a wry reference to the appearance of a bootleg that served as a sort of Volume 2. 8.